Hey Saints fans.
Thanks for joining us.
When spring rolls around, we have tons of baseball games to look forward to.
That's right, the varsity team made a trip way out east to play in the Fort Gibson-Hillsdale tournament.
The baseball team started off playing against Octaha, losing 0-2.
But don't worry, the team got their game together and came back the next day and won 20-12 against Fort Gibson and 19-13 against Salisaw.
The boys and girls soccer teams took on Clinton, but sadly both teams did not come out with the win.
The girls lost 0-1 and the boys lost 0-6. Sometimes you just have bad games, but our Saints will come back better than ever next time.
The golf team has been doing really well lately. They played at the Norman Tiger Invitationals and overall as a team placed 8th.
And Ty Netherland ended up placing 5th out of all the golfers there.
The girls' tennis team has also been on a roll. They played in the Guthrie tournament and overall as a team placed 3rd.
Archer Crooks placed 1st place in the number 1 singles and Nikela Horsberg placed 3rd in the number 2 singles.
On one of the biggest events that OCS is a part of happened this past week.
Yep, the Holy Bowl was very exciting, getting to see Crossings and OCS going out there glorifying God and playing some wonderful baseball.
Our Saints came home with the win with a score of 5-4.
Glad to see that we could get our revenge after last year.
Now we are going to take it to Eli to tell us about baseball senior night.
On senior night, we honor the grit and determination of our senior baseball players. Join us as we celebrate their dedication and unforgettable moments on the field.
Well, I think my favorite senior is got to be Muscle Man Brand Norm. He's just an inspiration to me. The way he hits the baseball like no other person. He's just a great player, and it's a lot of fun to watch. And Carter's now back, and I'm going to really enjoy the rest of the season and hope these boys can go far.
Brandon Norm has been on the baseball squad all 4 years of his high school career.
I feel like they play a huge role in OCS in the community, and they're pretty influential, and I feel like everybody knows who they are and what they do.
Star senior Carter Sterling is our first baseman.
All seniors, they're really good guys and hit tanks.
It's them on senior night. We're reminded of the inevitable mark that our senior baseball players have left on the field. Their memories made and their legacy they leave behind will leave a lasting impact on the OCS baseball family. Congratulations, seniors. Reporting for OCSN, this is Colson Morris.
Thanks, Colson.
There are many things for y'all to look forward to this week. Starting off, we have the varsity baseball team that will be attending the Jones tournament.
We have competed often with the Jones Longhorns, so I'm looking forward to see this outcome of the tournament.
Both girls and boys golf teams will be heading to different places.
First, the boys will make their way to Edmond North to hopefully come home with that win.
The girls will be making a little bit more of a trip out to Bethany, both of those tournaments being on April 11th.
The track team, after long weeks of practice, are already heading to their 3rd meet of this season.
They'll be going to Bristow. If you can't make it, make sure to wish the Saints good luck whenever you see them around.
Last thing this week is we have the soccer team will be playing Aztec, and make sure to show up and show out.
Speaking of soccer, their senior night is coming up, and let's take it to Mia to hear more about it.
One of our favorite spring sports here at OCS is coming to a close, so let's check on the athletes that it affects the most. Senior Lainey Klein is one of 3 captains this year. So Lainey, what are your final thoughts on soccer?
I really want to finish out the season strong, and hopefully we can recruit more players to come play because we're struggling right now, but it's going to be great.
McKenna Chandler is a senior and plays as a winger for the Lady Saints.
I played soccer as an underclassman, and it was okay. I just really liked the team, and then I decided to play again senior year and just for the girls, and I've had a lot of fun, and it's just a fun experience.
Lily, Blair, and Ella are each sophomores and start on varsity for the Lady Saints.
I love the seniors so much. They're really great friends and buddies, and they're really good leaders too.
I really love the seniors.
I thought they were okay. I'd give them like a 3 out of 10, maybe a 4 on a good day, but I guess I'll miss them because we'll probably have to run more in drills because we'll have a smaller team.
Looks like most everyone is sad to see our seniors go, so make sure and come out and support our Lady Saints soccer on April 16th at 6 p.m. Reporting for OCSN, I'm Mia Chesley.
Thanks, Mia.
Man, there are so many sports this spring.
Yeah, soccer, baseball, tennis, and you cannot forget about track.
Yeah, we actually have Evie here to tell us more about how this season is going so far.
I'm excited to hear what she has to say, but we also have an ad from Bryson telling us about how we need to lock in for these last couple of weeks for school.
Here at OCS, it's the last 9 weeks, and you gotta lock in, thus the back 9.
Let's be real. Junior year, it's a tough time. But we're gonna push through. 9 weeks, we can punch it out.
Well said, Riley. Schoolwork can sneak up on you. Some students who skip just one Bible assignment find themselves swamped in work and then try to blame others when it's actually their fault for procrastinating and not being serious in the first place. To avoid this mental turmoil, be sure to stay on top of it and not lose your sanity.
The OCS Saints track season is going very well this year. Let's go meet some of their runners.
My name's Atticus, and I run the 110 hurdles, 300 hurdles, 4x4, and pole vault.
In track, I run the 100, the 200, and the 4x1.
I throw things.
I do the 100 and the 200, and I pole vault, and I do hurdles.
Run the 100, the 200, and the 4x1.
I throw the shot put and the discus for track.
Best of luck to everyone for the rest of the season. Reporting for OCSN, I'm Evie Oaks.
Thanks, Evie.
Looking forward to, you guessed it, more sports.
The boys golf team will be heading over to Deer Creek for the Invitational Tournament.
The golf team has been playing really well lately, so I'm excited to hear how the results on that outcome.
Baseball is going to make the long trip all the way out to play the Alva Goldbugs.
I sadly won't be attending that game, but I'll make sure to tune in on our very own Saints live stream.
Some big stuff is coming up for the girls golf team. April 16th, they will have their regional qualifier tournament.
They've been putting lots of hours in, working on their game and making sure they can play to their best of ability, so I'm excited to see how that goes.
Like Eli mentioned, the baseball senior night will be happening on the 16th. They will be taking on CHA and hopefully will come out with the win.
This always has a high attendance for the game, so I expect you all to be there.
Another senior night that we'll be taking out is April 17th when our soccer teams take on Newcastle.
As it is our last home game for this year, make sure to show up and show out.
The girls will play an away game 2 days after.
They will be playing against the Weatherford Eagles on the 18th.
Our track team will be running at North Rock Creek on the 18th.
If you can go support them. They could really appreciate it.
The high school tennis team will play at Bishop McGinnis on April 17th.
This is not a very far trip, so make sure you go support our Saints.
Especially if you haven't been to a match yet this year.
To keep on the tennis train, we will now take it to one of the best tennis players here at OCS for Tennis 101.
Tennis is one of our spring sports here at OCS, and if you don't know how to play tennis, you're about to find out.
Tennis courts are 78 feet long and 36 feet wide. When you're serving, you serve behind the furthest line on the back of the court, and you serve into the opposite service box. You start the point with serving, but don't worry, if you miss your first, you always get a second one. During the point, you'll typically see shots such as forehands, backhands, and volleys. Each match consists of best of 3 sets, each set including first to 6 games, and each game including points 0, 15, 30, and 40. Once you win 2 sets, that is game, set, match.
Now that you know how to play and understand the game, come out and support our Saints. Reporting for OCSN, I'm Logan Newberry.
Thanks, Logan.
Well, that wraps up our episode for this week.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Remember to work hard, be humble, and give God the glory.